roll call. Let me see who's awake out there. Are there any Kiowas in the building? Cheyenne. All right, over here, y'all playing together. I see that clip over there. Arapaho. Okay. Caddo. Okay. Choctaw. Chickasaw. All right. Let me see. Eastern Shawnee. Osage. Osage. Very good. Benin. Navajo. Okay, all right. What are some other tribes? Shout them out. Okay. Apache. Comanche. Where's the Comanches at? All right. Representation matters. Representation matters. Always represent your tribe. Remember where you come from. My name is Hauli Sioux. My Indian name is Inithabe, which means one who embraces or one who people go around. I represent the Ponca and Tonkawa tribes of Oklahoma. Any Poncas in here? No Poncas. Tonkawas. Dang, I'm the only one.
What's that?
Takes pictures.
Oh, we're here?
Oh, okay.
Ponca? Tonkawa? No? Okay, all right. So again, I come from, well, just like you, some of you out there, I am a res kid. Straight up. Grew up in Fort Oakland, America. You guys probably know where that's at. Some of you probably never even heard of it, but it's here. Straight up I-35. Right off the highway, there's a small town called Tonkawa, Oklahoma. But our little Indian community is outside of the town. So I grew up around all my aunties, uncles, cousins, grandmas, grandpas. So some of you guys know what that's like to be around your family. It's your community, and you're comfortable with that. But when you come here, you guys have developed your own little community within yourselves, within your peers. And so you guys are comfortable around each other. And that's just how our Native people are. We're a community-based. So with today, the purpose of this is to bring a little bit of highlights into Indigenous fashion. Would you all agree that Natives are some of the most beautiful people in the world? Yes. So fashion has been a part of us since the beginning of time. You can look at some of the historical photos, and you will see how some of our ancestors adorn themselves with regalia, with different beadwork, quill work, the colors. So today, current times, modern times, Indigenous fashion has evolved. It has evolved. So we have all these new artists that are putting their designs on fabric for us to rock whenever we go out. We're making our ribbon skirts. Beautiful ribbon skirts which have significant meaning. Just like our ancestors long ago, every design that we put on our outfits has a significant meaning. So again, representation matters. And I'm so grateful for the students that have chose to come out and represent their tribe, who want to come out and want to exhibit their fashion for you all. So, by a round of applause, are you guys ready to see some Indigenous fashion? Let me say that again. Are you guys ready to see some Indigenous fashion? Yes, let's do it. wearing a red and white and green ribbon skirt. She's also wearing a floral applique shawl with red fringes. Also wearing a white applique. She is the daughter of Cecilia Cavalti. She loves basketball and she runs cross country for Riverside Indian School. Ladies and gentlemen, Kennedy Thompson. Anadarko, wearing a blue ribbon skirt with blue, pink, and black ribbons and a floral shawl. Oh, with a different shawl that has some strong native women. Also, all the artwork on the shawl was done by the late Sherman Chatterton, his great-grandpa, to Jacoby. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacoby Otto. She's in 12th grade. She represents the Wichita Cattle Tribes. She's also from Anadarko, Oklahoma. She's wearing a blue ribbon skirt with white, orange, and black ribbons. She's also wearing a beautiful applique shawl with the colors of the Apache tribe. She's our student council president. She's also a close-up delegate. She's also a member of the MMIW of Riverside, and she has been accepted to the Oklahoma State University. She's the daughter of Martin and Ronnie Elizares, and the granddaughter of Karen and R.C. Otto. Ladies and gentlemen, Angel Elizares. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Demetrius Beaver and Maya Beaver. Demetrius is in Head Start, Maya's in 10th grade. They're both Kiowa and they're both from Anadarko. Demetrius is wearing a fancy dance regalia made by his second Michael horse, beadwork made by Catherine Beaver. Maya is wearing a traditional dress made by her mom, Catherine Beaver, and all the beadwork made by her grandma, Kay horse. And she was given a name, Tonsei Matan, which means girl with short legs. And she is also was made by her grandpa, Larry Horse. Ladies and gentlemen, Maya Beaver and Demetrius Beaver. Welcome Dante and Renaya Beaver. He's in kindergarten and Renaya is a senior. They are Cattle Kiowa Apache, absentee Shawnee and Creek, and they're from Anadarko, Oklahoma. Dante is wearing a fancy dance regalia made by his Segi Michael Horse and the beadwork by Catherine Beaver. Renaya is wearing regalia made by her auntie Kay Horse. Renaya is a student at the Kiowa Technology Center where she is studying cosmetology and would like to make the world a much beautiful place. Ladies and gentlemen, Renaya Beaver and Dante Beaver. Beadwork by Melanie Youngberg, vessels by Wesley Redworth, and mocks by Karen Mann. I'm sorry. Beaded floor medallion, necklace, and beaded mocks. Ladies and gentlemen, Lily Mule and Tala Bray. Welcome, Ethan Tohei Karza. He's in 6th grade. He's Kiowa Osage from Anadarko, Oklahoma. Keith is wearing an Osage straight dance suit. It was made by Jerry Smith. He wears his grandfather's colors, red, yellow, and blue, and white.
His medallions were made by the late Aurora Boynton. His moccasins were made by his auntie Jolene Beartrack. His shirt was made by his adopted grandmother, Wanda Long. His rose belonged to the late Uncle Chadwick Tohey. He was gifted all of his feathers. His fan was made by Jason Lightfoot. Keaton is the son of Shailene and Destin Tarza. His grandparents are Candace and Jeffrey Tohey. Keaton is from the Grey Horse District and is currently serving as a water boy on the current committee. Ladies and gentlemen, Keaton Tarza Tohey. Welcome, seventh grader Anaya Vigil, member of the Hickory Apache and Wichita tribes, shows an example of the fancy shawl regalia. The mode of dress was originated in the northern tribes of our country. It is known to some as the butterfly style of dance. It signifies the metamorphosis of a cocoon into a butterfly. Native people go into a year-long period of mourning. When someone they love dies, when a period of mourning is over, the mourner would burst forth from their mourning to a joyful dance of life. Hence the bright colors, the happy dance moves, and the fancy shawl. The emphasis is on the shawl and the fringes. The brighter and the more colorful is the better. Anaya Vigil. Welcome to the stage, Kenlin Tohey Tarza, 2th grade, Kyle Osage, from Anadarko, Oklahoma. A contemporary style Southern buckskin, the beadwork was designed and made by the actress Sandra Chloe Dunbar. The buckskin belonged to Kenlin's auntie Cherish Tohey. Kenlin traveled all over Indian country to compete at contest powwows in his buckskin. This dress is about over 10 years old. Kenlin is the daughter of Shailene and Destin Tarza. Her grandparents are Candace Tohey and Jeffrey Tohey. Kenlin loves to dance and travel all over Indian country. She loves making new friends. Kenlin is also on the Riverside softball team. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenlin Tohey Tarza. Comanche Kiowa from Anadarko, Oklahoma. She is wearing a Kiowa buckskin dress, better known as an all-day dress. This dress is only worn by Kiowa women from distinguished warriors. It is a status dress, skirt and blouse are hand-tanned tier high. Beadwork is a size 12 check beads. Leggings and dress were made by Vanessa and Summer Morgan. Carding comes from the Palatine, Mopoke, and Satoke families. And also Carly represented us at the cross country where she won championship. Also represented us at the state tournament at the cross country. And we're really proud of her and she loves to play basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Carly Jean Parker. Zoe is a Lakota Onam. She's 13 years old and she comes from the village of Guheki, also known as Sakaton. Zoe is wearing a traditional two-piece cotton dress. She selected the color red. This color is symbolic to her team in reference to the red ants from the village of Sotonia. Zoe plays traditional stickball, which is called doka. The game is similar to hockey without ice and protective gear. She loves games as well as carrying on our tradition. This game is played by only females. For her top, the symbols that she has chosen are the coyote tracks on her sleeve. The coyote resembles the creator of the Milky Way, which means if she is lost, she knows where to find herself by following the Milky Way home. At the bottom of her dress are mountains. These mountains represent the Sakaton Mountains south of her village and the Santan Mountains north of her village. For the bottom skirt, the design starting on the bottom, which is the water design, which resembles the Gila River that once flourished through her lands to provide her ancestors with water to the crops, cotton, and for the people. In the middle is the most beloved symbol of the Odom Holdens dearly, is the man in maize, which is the main staple to our beliefs because this depicts our creator and our lifestyle. Last, the dancers are the Hugam. They are our ancestors. We taught the people to live in a hot, drought desert. The Hooten people were the first people to engineer the canal systems that taught to divert water from the river to the villages. To this day, the original canal systems are still being used in the Phoenix metropolitan area. The jewelry she's wearing is shells that symbolize strength and endurance. The shells come from the Pacific Ocean and have been gathered by a traditional salt runner. She's wearing beaded earrings, which was a whirlwind design, which symbolize that she has traveled from home from Arizona to Oklahoma. She's wearing cowhide sandals to protect her feet from the hot desert terrain, and her face paint is painted with white clay, resembling that she is young and ready for battle. And her outfit was designed and made by her aunt and uncle. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Allen. Lewis, 11th grade, Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians in Philadelphia, Mississippi, Pearl River Community. Ellery is the 16-year-old son of Billy and Louise Lewis. The diamond and beads on the shirt represents Eastern Diamondback Rattlesnake. The color shirt red represents the stickball team Beaver Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Lewis. Sydney Frazier. She's in 11th grade. She's in the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians and comes from Philadelphia, Mississippi. My beaded ribbon holder, my beaded medallion, and my beaded collar necklace was made by my sister, and my silver collar necklace was made by myself. My dress was handmade by Lois Henry, and it only took her 30 days to complete. Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Frazier. Siri comes to us from the hometown of Philadelphia, Mississippi. She's also a tribal member of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, and she's in 11th grade. Her dress was made by her aunt. Her favorite hobbies is spending time with family, friends, and she loves to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, Siri Anderson. There in Philadelphia, Mississippi. She says, hello to everyone. Her blue dress was made by her aunt. She's wearing it blue because it is her favorite color, and her headpiece was made by her aunt as well. Her favorite hobbies are spending time with her family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Nevaeh Dixon. Dixon. Tammy is in 9th grade, and she's from the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians at Philadelphia, Mississippi. Her dress was made by her aunt. She has her favorite colors, which is teal and white. And also it was dedicated, and this is dedicated to her grandmother. Her beadwork was made by her aunt as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Tammy Dixon. She is from the Havasupai tribe. She's wearing a Havasupai traditional satin, blue, and green dress, colors of the Havasupai people of the blue-green waters, located at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, with white, light blue, yellow, and black ribbons. Colors that represent white for clouds that bring rain for our crops and nourishment for the people and animals. Light blue for the sky and yellow for the sunshine. Black representing the pitch darkness at night that ends that bring to a new day. On her neck, she is wearing a beaded cape with the same colors of her dress, adornment to complete her attire. Naima Yukwala. Welcome to the stage, Kaylin Sweetoff Coleman. She's in 11th grade. She's from the Kiowa tribe. She lives in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She's wearing a dark blue broadcloth dress with shells made by her great-grandmother, Naomi Kozak Sweetoff. Beadwork done by Jamie Lynn Hamilton, and her shawl was made by her and the plumes and others were passed down to her by her mother, Audrey Sweetal. Everybody, welcome Caitlin Sweetal Coleman. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Blackstar. He comes from the Guadeloupe. He comes from the Kiowa people, better known as the Guadeloupe. Long ago, Guadeloupe warriors got separated and became lost. After wandering for 4 days, he became upon a red wolf, singing and dancing while shaking a gourd. The red wolf gave these songs and dance to the Kiowa people to hold it and be sacred. Every 4th of July in the heat of the summer, Danbega descends upon the Guadeloupe in the land of Carnegie and sing and dance for 3 days. It's not to be confused with Veterans Dance or any other tribal war dances. The Danbega members are to dress in their Sunday best, which is usually a long sleeve shirt, dress pants draped across the left shoulder to the heart. Right hip is the red and blue blanket, which is made of 1 string of silver beads and 1 string of mescal beads. Around the waist is a red breechcloth and a black shawl with fringes wrapped around the waist and tied with a red sash that is beaded and fringed at the ends. Dancers wear a red and blue blanket around the shoulders and draped in the front. They also wear moccasins with a row of tin shells on the top of the buckskin fringes as daggers on the heels. This style is indicative of Kiowa moccasins. Traditionally, dancers would wear either a porcupine rouge or otter turban or cap, with their hair braided and wrapped and fur on a bright colored yarn. A shaker in one hand and a feather fan in the other completes the regalia. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Blackstar. Welcome to Riverside Indian School, Jaylee Mule. She's a 5th grader. She's Kiowa and Choctaw. She comes to us from Moore, Oklahoma. Her applique skirt with a horse design, beaded rope necklace, and earring set, all made by Autumn Todd. Everybody make welcome Jaylee Mule. Welcome Glory Gray. She's in 4th grade. She is Cheyenne, Kiowa, and Ponca. She's from Yukon, Oklahoma. Her dress is indigenous designer Lauren Goodak, mocks and leggings by Karen Mann, cradleboard by Oksha Roberts, Indian doll made by Michelle Reed. Do you notice the cradleboard? Ladies and gentlemen, Glory Gray. Welcome Aisha Gray, 10th grade, Cheyenne, Kiowa, and Ponca. She comes to us from Yukon, Oklahoma. Aisha is wearing the Sun Circle swing dress designed by Leslie Deere. It is a tiered cotton printed dress with the Sun Circle motifs, which represents our community, our world, and also the Creator who provides everything we need. This dress also has a side seam with pockets. Welcome Aisha Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, Murray and Lily Mule. Let's give them a round of applause. Keaton Tohei Tarta. Anaya Vigil. Kimberly Tohei Tartsa. Carly Jean Parker. Zoe Allen. Lauren Lewis. Sydney Frazier. Serenity Anderson. Navia Dixon. Cameron Dixon. Naima
something to do. All right, another round of applause for all the models. All the models, round of applause. That was pretty awesome. That made me feel good to see that. So real quick, I'm just gonna explain a little bit of how I was introduced to the world of fashion. Because I can tell you now, that was never my thing growing up. I was a straight up tomboy, never wore dresses, wore basketball shorts and tank tops every day during the summer. That was how I dressed. And I was thankful for, the culture back then, was hip hop culture. So we wore baggy clothes a lot. And I liked that because I was able to cover myself up, cover up my body. I was never happy or proud to even show my legs when I was growing up. That was a tough thing for me to do, and I'll tell you why. So growing up in Fort Oakland, Oklahoma, all my cousins, man, they were mean. I had some mean cousins. It was always the boys that were teasing me. I got teased a lot for being skinny. So therefore, I didn't want to show my body. So, growing up like that, it's just what I was used to. It's what I was used to. So I grew up with 2 older brothers, older sister. They have all passed away. I'm the baby. My siblings are gone from this world. But I will see them again one day. But growing up with the older siblings, they were much older than me. They took care of me. But at the same time, my brothers were mean as heck. They used to like to tease me, make me cry. But I always wanted to be around them all the time. My bros they were my people. They were my people. As stinky as their room used to be, I used to be up in there watching them play video games or, listening to music. There was a short period where we were in Stillwater, Oklahoma, a couple years. And those are the times that I remember watching MTV. Now, back then, MTV used to play music. So that was what I grew up with, watching music videos. Again, I was inspired by the culture, the hip hop culture. So that's what I listened to majority. And my brother listened to rock music. I listened to rock music. My sister, R&B. So I listened to Bobby Brown, all these different artists back then. My other brother listened to rap. And then my mom and dad. My dad's classic rock. My mom, Motown. So again, music is a big part of my life, and it has helped me a lot through life. I am a wife. This is my husband right here running around. Sioux Gray, wave at everybody. I'm a mother of 2, Glory and Talo, and our niece Aisha. Those are my babies. And so I was very proud to see them make their debut on the runway today. That made me very happy. So again, growing up in Tonkawa, I played sports. Basketball, that was my sport. I ran track in college. I went to state all 4 years in high school and placed. Our mile relay team, we won state championship that year in 2001, showing my age, 2001. So yeah, that was some of the highlights of my high school. And then fast forward, I played a little ball in junior college, played basketball, got my degree, my associate's degree from Northern Oklahoma College in Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Stayed local, Growing up in Fort Oakland, we're not really exposed to a whole lot of things. I didn't know what the world was like outside of Oklahoma City. Occasionally we would come to Oklahoma City, but we didn't ever really get to experience things. I did have one person tell me in high school, you should model. I was like, model? What is that? What does that even mean? And she was like, like in the magazines and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So I had one woman take me to tryout, I guess, basically, a model call. And I did a quick little runway, and the fashion show director came up to me and he said, you make a great model, but you're covered up. I was covered from head to toe. You couldn't even see any of my skin. That's how ashamed I was, ashamed of my body. So again, that's just how I grew up. It wasn't until I met my husband who encouraged me. He was like, why don't you buy a dress? Why don't you buy this dress? And we went on our date, went out to eat. I was wearing a dress and I felt so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. That's just how it was. But over time, I got a little bit more comfortable, with wearing clothes that, showed my legs, just even short shorts, jean shorts. That was just something that was just so new to me. So again, fast forward. Okay, so I have 2 children, right? I didn't have my first child until I was 29. And there's a reason for that. I waited to have children because I grew up babysitting a lot. Almost every day I had to take care of my nieces and nephews, my sister's children. They're like my brothers and sisters. They don't call me auntie, they call me their big sister. So I watched them a lot. One of my nephews, oh man, I'm gonna put him on blast. And he was bad. So he was the reason I was like, man, I'm gonna wait to have kids. I'm gonna wait. So I did. I waited until I was 29, had Glory, and then Talo 2 years later. And then after Talo turned 2, I breastfed them both. But at the age of 33, at the time when I was the most healthiest I had ever been, I'd been working out every day almost, doing different challenges at the gym. I was all toned up, actually had muscle, I could do pull-ups for the first time. I felt good about myself. I was prepping my meals every day for me and my husband. So my son turned 2 years old and I said, okay, it's time to wean him. Been breastfeeding for 4 years now. Mama needs a break. So I did. And a few months later, after that, something abnormal popped up. And so I went to the doctor to have it checked out. During that time, there was a lot of uncertainty there. I didn't know what was going on, but it was in my breast. So when I went to get it checked out, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at the age of 33. Total 180 right there, changed my life. Things have been totally different since then. And I know a lot of people, they curse cancer because a lot of people have died from cancer. But until I was diagnosed, I didn't know anybody who had cancer. So I didn't know what it was gonna be like, what that would entail for me. I have 2 little ones, they're 2 and 4. So I had to prepare myself for battle. I never said, oh man, I might die. I never thought that. I told the doctors, tell me what I gotta do, because I have a family, and I'm gonna beat this. And that was the mindset that I had going into it. So, 4 months of chemo, I had a mastectomy, total left breast removed. 34 rounds of proton beam radiation. My skin was burned so bad. You ever seen fried bologna? That's what my skin looked like. It was ugly and it was painful. And still to this day, I have issues with my skin right here. I have scars on my body that are probably the length of my wingspan. But you can't see them. It's amazing what doctors can do these days. I'm thankful for modern medicine because if this was in the 90s, even early 2000s, I may not be here. So I'm very grateful for life. I'm thankful for every birthday. Some people like to hide their age and I want to tell how old they are. But for me, man, I'm proud. I'm about to be 39 in January. Thank you, yes. So happy. I'm so happy because my life could have ended, 5 years ago. It already started to spread into my lymph nodes under my arms. So I had 18 lymph nodes removed. 4 of them did have cancer. So it was already spreading. It's a shame that, I don't know what's going on in the world right now, but there's a lot of young women that are being diagnosed in their 30s with breast cancer. So there's something going on. I don't know what it is. Doctors claim they don't know what it is, but there's something different going on. And so I encourage you, women out there, mamas, do your breast checks. Do your breast checks. So again, let's get back into where I fell into indigenous fashion. I had a friend that I used to do dance performances with. My husband and I, my family, our little ones, we all do different dance presentations, culture presentations for various occasions, at museums, at schools mainly. So I met my friend Leslie Deere. She became a designer. She asked me to model for her, do some photos. And so I did. I had no idea what I was doing. I just got up there and she was like, try this, try this. I was like, okay. Took some photos and then it just clicked. I don't know what it is about it, but sometimes whenever you go into performance, like some of you dancers out there that go, dance at powwows, it clicks. As soon as the time that drum starts and it's time to contest, something clicks inside of you. That means it's time to turn it on, it's time to dance. Same thing for modeling. Same thing for sports. When you go out on this gym floor, when you go out on the softball field, or you line up to run, something clicks inside you. And that means it's time to, turn it on, time to perform, do your best. And so that's kind of what, it did for me with modeling. It's changed something inside of me. Like I said, I've gone through multiple surgeries to regain my confidence, help me regain my confidence. And modeling has helped me a lot through that. First time I walked the runway, I was scared and nervous as heck, but I went out there and did it, gave it my all, and I liked it, I enjoyed it. And then again, fast forward to Santa Fe, I just had my breast reconstruction. Went out there, I was able to show my scar, one of the dresses I wore. It was so empowering. We're all empowered in different ways. Whatever it is that empowers you, I encourage you. As long as it's positive and gonna help you grow, I encourage you to do those things. One thing that I've had to keep telling myself through these times of all these surgeries and all the things that I deal with post-cancer, I've had to tell myself, I have to trust myself if I want to flourish. Trust myself if I want to go out there and do things. Be spontaneous sometimes. Try something new. But you have to trust yourself and know that you're going to do it and you're going to do it well. I'm also a student at OU. I'm about to graduate in May with my bachelor's of leadership, organizational leadership. Thank you. It's been fun, but it has definitely been challenging. I enjoy learning, but man, it's been tough. You're a full-time mama, full-time, you work full-time, and then you're trying to do school at night. It's tough. But after you beat something like cancer, you sit there and you tell yourself, man, I can do anything now. Sometimes traumatic events do that. They can either make you or break you. And I chose to let cancer make me into a better person. Yes, thank you. That's important. And the growth process is different for everyone. Again, I feel like I'm slowly unfolding from that little res girl that I was when I first met my husband. Slowly unfolding, slowly flourishing into a different person. I'm still the same. I'm still that same res girl. But I'm changed. I've changed in many different ways that have helped me to encourage others. I'm an education specialist. I work with the Anadarko Tribe's Education Department, and I work with students just like you. And I'm happy to do that because in a way, for me, it helps me to grow as well. I always say that my students are my best teachers. I learn from my students. So again, I'm very thankful for the opportunity to come here and to showcase you, or to showcase these students in their regalia. Again, it's very empowering. They can throw that on the resume now. You models back there, you're bona fide models now. Round of applause for models. I was very happy to do it. Again, I encourage you all to be spontaneous, but don't be crazy. Make good decisions for yourselves. You know, a lot of us do grow up around a lot of negativity in this life. I was one of those. You know, and those are the things that I chose to learn from. I watched my brothers and my sister, how they, you know, got into trouble, and I was like, man, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to cause trouble for my mom and dad. You know, I want to do good in school. I want to finish. I want to graduate. I want to make them proud, but also do it for myself and my family. So again, I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity for a second chance. I was given a second chance, and some people aren't given a second chance. So always remember that. You know, live life to the fullest. When you go out and you perform, do your very best. I don't care what it is. If you're out on this court, if you're out on the field, if you're in the classroom, perform and do your very best. That reward will come. That reward will come. So again, I thank you all for your time and attention. Thank you for inviting me here. I appreciate it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves and the fashion. Again, Indigenous fashion is growing on, you guys. If you guys are artists, I encourage you, get your material written down, get it on the computer, you know, use it. Use it to help encourage other young people, because you guys are our next leaders coming up. Yes. All right. Real fast before I head out. Where's my young warriors at? Young warriors, where you at? Where you at? All right, there you go. Let me hear that warrior call. Warrior call. Oh, man. Dang. No warrior calls out there. All right. Lady warriors, where you at? There you go. Let me hear some Lulus. Lulus. There you go. I love it. Yeah. I love Lulu. Good one. All right. Thank you guys again for your time and attention. I appreciate your attention, and thank you for having me. Thank you. Love you guys.
Let's give her a hand, Riverside. Give her a hand. Thank you, Hauli, so much for that. That was good. How many of you guys enjoyed that fashion show? Let's give all the participants a hand. Oh man, I love it. I have a big lump in my throat watching our students come out and do that. That's just some part of me. So definitely, Hauli and all the ones that participated, I want you guys to get a picture with Hauli, so that way we can